The nurse asked me a question this morning. She was adjusting my pillows. She asked if I wanted to save the chocolate pudding for later. I laughed. I laughed until I started to cough. I laughed until the machine next to me started beeping. I told her the truth. I told her I have been saving the pudding for 80 years, and now I have lost my appetite. My name is Robert. I am 84. I am dying in a room that smells like antiseptic and regret. I am here to tell you why saving the best for last is the worst advice you will ever hear. You are doing it right now. I know you are. You have a bottle of perfume you only use on special occasions. You have a set of satin sheets still in the box. You have a vacation day you are refusing to take because you might need it for an emergency. You are treating your life like a supply closet. You are hoarding joy. You think you are being prudent. You think you are being smart. You are not. You are stealing from yourself. And the thief is your own fear. Let me tell you about the living room. It was in the house I bought in 1972. It had white carpet. Not cream, not beige. White. Like snow. Like a cloud. We called it the formal room. My children were not allowed in there. My wife was not allowed to drink coffee in there. I was not allowed to sit in there. The furniture was Italian. The fabric was velvet. It was beautiful. It was perfect. I walked past that room every day for 40 years. I looked at it. I admired the vacuum lines in the carpet. I dusted the mantel, but I never sat on the sofa. I was waiting. I was waiting for a guest worthy of the room. I was waiting for the Queen of England. I was waiting for a moment that felt special enough to risk a stain. My daughter, Julie, she was 7. She ran into the room one day with muddy boots. She wanted to show me a frog she found. I screamed at her. I didn't look at the frog. I didn't look at her joy. I looked at the mud on the white carpet. I scrubbed that spot for 3 hours. I used chemicals that made my eyes water. I got the stain out. The carpet was perfect again, but Julie never showed me a frog again. She never ran into a room to find me again. I saved the carpet. I lost a moment. That is the trade you are making. You trade the messy, hot, real connection of life for a pristine surface. You trade the memory for the safety. I retired 6 years ago. I finally had the time. I finally had the money. I walked into the formal room. The velvet on the sofa had faded from the sun. It was brittle. I sat down. A cloud of dust rose up. The foam inside the cushions had turned to powder. It crumbled under my weight. The furniture was ruined, not because I used it, but because I didn't. It rotted in the silence. That is what is happening to you. I see you standing in front of the mirror. You are looking at your body. You are pinching the skin at your waist. You are telling yourself you will go to the beach when you lose 20 pounds. You will buy the swimsuit when you look like the person in the magazine. I did that. I wanted to learn to salsa dance. My wife, Eleanor, she begged me. She bought the lessons. I told her no. I told her I needed to get in shape first. I didn't want to look foolish. I didn't want to be the sweaty fat man on the dance floor. I told her to give me 6 months. 6 months turned into 6 years. Eleanor went to the classes alone. She danced with a man named Carlos. He was 20 pounds heavier than me. He was bald. He sweat through his shirt, but he danced. He spun her. He laughed. He lived. I sat at home on the exercise bike, pedaling, going nowhere, waiting for the day I would be ready. Eleanor left me. She didn't leave me for Carlos. She left me for life. She told me she was tired of waiting for me to join the party. She told me I was a ghost in my own house. I looked at the empty closet where her clothes used to be. It was very clean. It was very organized. It was very quiet. The silence was so loud, it sounded like a scream. You think there is a finish line. You think there is a day when the confetti will fall and a voice will say, "Now you are ready. Now you are perfect. Now you may begin." That day does not exist. I have a workshop in my garage. It is filled with tools, expensive tools, saws from Germany, chisels from Japan. I wanted to build furniture. I wanted to make a crib for my grandson. I bought the wood, mahogany, cherry, walnut. I stacked it in the corner. I covered it with a tarp to keep the moisture out. I watched videos on how to cut dovetail joints. I watched them for hours. I read books on finishes. I bought the safety goggles. But I never cut the wood. I told myself I needed to practice on scrap wood first. I didn't want to ruin the expensive mahogany. I was afraid of making a mistake. I was afraid of the table being wobbly, so the wood sat there. Last winter, the pipes in the garage burst. The water flooded the floor. The mahogany sat in 3 inches of water for 2 days before I found it. It warped, it twisted, it turned black with mold. I had to throw it all away. I stood by the dumpster. I threw the expensive wood onto the pile of trash. It made a hollow thud. I realized then, a wobbly table would have been better than no table. A crib with uneven joints would have held the baby just as well. I sat on the cold concrete of my driveway. I wept. I didn't weep for the wood. I wept for the fear. I wept for the arrogance of thinking I had time to be perfect. I want to talk to you, the one listening to this in the dark. You are holding back. You are holding back your love because you are afraid of being hurt. You are holding back your art because you are afraid of being judged. You are holding back your joy because you are afraid it will be taken away. Let me tell you something I learned too late. Perfection is not a trophy. Perfection is a coffin. A life without mistakes is not a life. It is a simulation. I want you to look at your hands. Look at them. Are they clean? Are they soft? If they are, you are doing it wrong. Your hands should be stained with ink. They should be calloused from work. They should be sticky from the juice of a peach you ate over the sink. They should be scarred from the time you fell off the bike. Scars are not ugly. Scars are a map. They say, I was here, I tried, I fell, I got up, I have no scars. My skin is smooth, my skin is pale. It is the skin of a man who stayed in the shade. I am looking at the window now. It is raining for years. I hated the rain. It made the car dirty. It made the grass muddy. It ruined the plans. Today, I want to be in the rain. I want to stand there and let the water soak through my pajamas. I want to feel the cold. I want to shiver. But I cannot get out of this bed. My legs are weak. The tubes are tethered to the wall. The moment has passed. Don't let the moment pass you. I want you to do something dangerous today. I don't mean jump out of a plane. I mean something emotionally dangerous. Use the good china for a Tuesday night pizza. Let the tomato sauce stain the plate. Break a glass. Laugh about it. Wear the sequin dress to the grocery store. Let people stare. Let them think you are crazy. Being crazy is better than being invisible. Write the letter. You know the one you have written in your head 1,000 times. The one that says, I love you, or I am sorry, or I quit. Send it. Do not spell check it. Do not polish it. Just send it. The typos make it real. The stammering makes it true. I have a notebook on my nightstand. It is leather. It smells like old smoke. I bought it 30 years ago. I was going to write my memoirs. I was going to write down the wisdom of my life. The pages are blank. I was waiting to have something profound to say. I was waiting for the ending to make sense. There is no profound ending. There is just the end. And now I have nothing to leave behind. No words, no wobbly tables, no stained carpets, just a clean house and a pristine corpse. Do not be me. Be messy. Be loud. Be wrong. Make a mistake. Make a glorious, stupid, Wonderful mistake. Kiss the wrong person. Buy the car that breaks down. Paint the wall a color that hurts your eyes. Because when you are lying here, where I am, you will not regret the things you ruined. You will regret the things you never touched. The nurse is coming back. I can hear her shoes squeaking on the floor. She is coming to take the pudding away. I am going to ask her for a spoon. My hand is shaking. I can see it trembling. I will probably drop the pudding on the sheets. I will probably make a mess. Good. I am going to eat the pudding. I am going to taste the sugar. I am going to let it drip on my chin. I am going to start living. Right here, at the very end, it is your turn. Open the door. Go outside, get dirty.